had been to all these places. And my grandmother sat me down when she saw how very excited I was. She said, Nokten, Hammersdale, a small industrial town called Hammersdale. It is between Durban and Pietermaritzburg, really small. She said to me, it's a small place near Durban. And Durban is a small place in KwaZulu-Natal. And KwaZulu-Natal is a small place in South Africa. And South Africa is a small place in what my gogo called Izwekazi Africa. She lost me, who knows what Izwekazi is. But my grandmother was clever, you know, she knew things. So she told me Izwekazi. Izwekazi, that's a continent of Africa. And she said, Izwekazi Africa is a small place in a bigger world out there. There's a bigger world than all that we've seen. I was amazed. But my grandmother, it was like a prophecy. It's like she knew I was going to see. I've been traveling around the world for 30 years. I have seen most of the world. When I visit high schools in South Africa, children ask, where have you been? What countries? Oops, okay, let's just think of the countries I've not seen before we say where have I been. So I've been so blessed to travel all the different countries I've been to learn so much, to listen and interact with people of different cultures. I've been so blessed. And also, there's another spirit. When you travel in villages and other people say, you look like you've got white blood. And I said to them, no, I don't have white blood. But I know there's a spirit of a woman that I carry. When they say you've got white blood, they mean you've got the possibility of being a traditional healer. So I tell them, no, I don't think so. What do I know? But at least that's what I think right now. I don't think so, but there's a woman that I carry. So I'd like to share with you a little bit about that woman that I carry, that travels with me, that influences a lot of work that I do from beyond the grave. And also share a very typical poem about Mhlophe. How's that? You want a typical poem? It's okay. Yeah, you can handle a typical poem. It's called In the Company of Words. It is truly wonderful, marvelous and comforting to know that I have eyes to read, hands that can write, and an enormous love for words. I am truly blessed to be speaking a few extremely beautiful languages, for I love words, languages ancestors. When I'm happy, words define my happiness. When I'm sad and confused, words turn into clay. They allow me to mold and remold my muddled up thoughts till I find inner peace in my soul. And I just choose between weeping and reading. I'd most definitely choose reading a good book, for I have proof. For aches and tensions, it works. Countless times I've turned my back on pain and found friends in characters from far off lands. Countless times I have defied anger and caressed my nerves with an old comic book. Countless nights I have triumphed over insomnia, and I've had a heart-to-heart talk with my pen and paper. I come to my desk in the dead of the night without a clue as to how I wish to start. But then before I know it, words of all types and sizes, they come rushing onto my fingertips. Then I feel my whole body smile as I welcome every single one of them like the good old friends that they are. And then when they start dancing in large circles around me, throwing teasing, wordy shadows on my walls, I am convinced that I was not born to be bored. For how indeed can boredom even begin to penetrate my timeless word circle? Now you see why I am so content in the company of words. Kanya kanya eme shweni etu usazise obwesulu. We cleaning the grave of Kokoma Ngubane, removing the weeds and singing her favorite song. And we move on to the next grave and we share the jokes that they used to tell when they were alive, and we move on to the next grave. And to that one, my father said, this one was dark. She was the darkest member of our family. Oh, Mother Crow, we call her Nomakwababa. So we clean the grave of Nomakwababa, we finish, we move to the next grave. My father starts laughing. This one was your naughty brother. He died at the age of 11. He was naughty. And did he do? Huh? My father says, hey, he was sick. He was in and out of hospital. In and out of hospital. We were thinking we were losing him. And then one day, he came back from hospital. He was looking good. He was right. And he was singing the same song on and on. We were trying to sleep. You know, we've been worried about him for weeks. And he won't let us sleep. He's singing. Siya hambatina, siya hesurini, uyosala wena. Otandizono, siya hambatina, siya hesurini, uyosala wena. Otandizono, siya hambatina, siya hesurini, uyosala wena. Otandizono, siya hambatina, siya hesurini, uyosala wena. Otandizono. When we are done with that cleaning of the grave, I said, Baba, what happened? Well, we finally went to sleep. Huh? We thought he's with us. In the morning, we wake up, he's gone. Naughty brother, this one. He was a naughty brother. And we move on to the next one and the next one. When we're finally done with the last grave of Nozingwadi, we sit down. There's a pile of weeds and rubbish. And then we sit down and look at the work we have done. We are satisfied. Mama comes out of the kitchen with a tray. It's got tea and biscuits. Joy of having a mother. And she comes and puts it next to us. And she sits down on the floor as well, on the grass, that stretches her legs and says, you know what? You've done good. You've really unearthed the whole town here. And we smile, we're very pleased. I'm thinking to myself, it doesn't even feel like we were cleaning graves. It feels like we've been opening a family album. It's like we could see the people that my father was telling me about. It was a wonderful feeling. I felt so lucky. And then we went back and we washed our hands and changed, and my real holiday began. But after a while, my father started calling me Nozingwadi, mother of books. And I wanted more details because we didn't hear much about her because she was always on that last grave there. And my father said, well, that's your great-great-grandmother. She couldn't read or write, but she collected anything with words on it. Anything. Old Bibles, torn hymn books, you name it. If it had words on it, she collected, put them in a suitcase. And she said, one day these voices will speak to me. These are treasures. Sadly, she died without ever learning to read or write. My mouth was watering at this point. Baba, where is the suitcase? I want to see it. I'm thinking, there was somebody like me, somebody mad like me in this family. That's brilliant. And my father says, I don't know what happened to the... He didn't know what happened to the suitcase. Huh? I was furious. 3 days, 3 nights, I couldn't sleep or taste my food. I'm thinking, they should have had a premonition, excuse me. They should have gone to a traditional healer or somebody who could tell them that unto this family a child will be born one day. We love words. But they did not go to a traditional healer. They did not have a premonition. What was I to do? But I woke up one Saturday morning and I shook my husband. Baba, where's the book? I think I'm going to wake up this suitcase. I'm going to wake it up. After you've been married to me for that amount of time, you kind of understand. Yeah, I'm sure you will, and he went back to sleep. So I got excited, and I started phoning around and planning, and then we started setting up an office and fundraising. Phone my agent in Europe, forget about me, I'm not coming for the next 12 months. Don't even phone me. And so we planned and got donations of books from different publishing houses, different people. Oh, it was amazing. The momentum, the joy, until finally we launched Nozingwadi, Mother of Books, the literacy campaign. And we were going to do all 9 provinces of South Africa.